Okay, start the intro. Intro.
You want to start the intro?
Yeah.
Intro.
Yes. Let's do this.
Let's do it. Ooh, funky mama.
Hello, my name is Nickolas Bowers,
And I'm Daniel Nicholson.
and this is a real talk. How's it going, dude?
It's going wonderful.
That's good. That's good.
I am on day 2 of microdosing mushrooms.
Damn, that sounds so fun.
It is. But, it's like people think that when you trip on mushrooms, like when you eat mushrooms, you're just wanting to hallucinate and trip out or whatever. But there's been scientific studies saying that it actually, if you microdose it, take very little of it, psilocybin, that it actually helps with like depression and your memory and like PTSD and stuff like that. It's, I forgot the name of the guy. He's like the mushroom guy. I was watching on Joe Rogan, but there's just so many different benefits to different kinds of mushrooms that I didn't know before. Like, I'm not really a big mushroom guy. Like, I don't like mushrooms on my pizza. Just never been a big mushroom guy. I like the ones that you can hunt in the forest. I forgot what they were called, but they were like mushroom. They're mushrooms, and after like a fire, they grow in trees, and you pick them, and you can fry them, and they taste just like chicken. It's really good.
Yeah. Actually, I did microdosing too, and I'm more like to, I'm more like to have not like, I'm more like the after effect of microdosing. I feel like super happy, and I less stressed out. So it was been beneficial to me. I feel more confident after that.
It's fun.
But I would not probably do this like how you say this every day. Maybe like
I do
once a
it every.
month. Maybe like once a year.
I've been doing it like every day.
So they.
The more you take it, supposedly it's supposed to build up.
My drugs is a vitamin. That's what my drugs is.
Yeah, his vodka bottle.
Yeah, I'm taking vitamin D3, magnesium. What else? Zinc, omega 3, K12, B12.
He's a vitamin junkie.
Yeah,
But
I mean it's not bad really.
D3 is the vitamin that you get from the sun, that you absorb from the sun. And sometimes, like me, like if you take certain medications for different stuff, sometimes it can deplete your vitamin D3 or if you don't get enough sunlight.
Yeah,
And sometimes people who have vitamin D deficiencies, they get like depressed. So I recommend, taking vitamin D3, kind of get your mood up. It's good for your immune system. But I probably take it with K2 with vitamin D3 because it helps you absorb the D3 vitamin easier.
wait, you said K3? Oh, sorry.
K2?
K2.
I think it's
so
K2.
that's what I'm taking too.
K2?
But I don't know. My grandpa said something that he cannot take vitamin K2 because the blood something.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Right.
check with your healthcare provider.
Damn it! I don't have help care provider. I'm just taking.
Just do drugs.
Yeah.
Just take it, experiment, see what happens.
So yeah, I mean, why not? So
But like lion's mane is another mushroom that you can find it in flowers or like in just at the grocery store. But it's good for people who have memory, like brain fog and memory issues. And I remember I was taking it and I noticed my dreams became even more vivid. Like I started like remembering my dreams more and remembering things that I hadn't thought about in years. It does something to the brain, like gets on some kind of transmitters, and there's a study saying that they give it, it's good for Alzheimer's patients. Like it helps with neurons. It's time for bed.
no, I'm not. I'm okay. Got this. I take a nap like 2 hours.
He gets cranky when he doesn't take his nap.
Yeah, I get those. I get these.
Yeah.
I forgot what I want to say. hot.
We're talking about mushrooms and what's been new in the zoo for you.
Oh, nothing. I see nothing. Usually, I don't really like to talk about my feeling and then my what is going on. So I prefer more private.
Just talk to us. Talk to me. Hear my soothing voice.
But anyway, in the last couple months, I finally finished my movie, not my, a short film. So I finished my short film. I did couple short reels uploading. It got, I think so if I continue doing that, I can become maybe famous. I don't know, but still. And so
What was the video?
what kind, like wedding video?
Well, was it the cowboy video?
What do you mean? Oh yeah. Short film,
182
yeah.
days.
The 182 days later. Yeah.
What can you say what it's about? I mean, even though I was a part of it.
So it's about a. So main character is the cowboy. He was sitting at the bar. He was drinking. He was just drinking, and he was being depressed because his girlfriend was being killed. And then his friend walked into the bar and asked him how's it going. Damn, I hate this.
Sorry.
His friend walked into the bar and asked him how's it going, and he was like, can you sound like he was trying to talk to him but he didn't want to be talked, and then he go home, and then boom, economic collapse. We don't have electricity. It's just it's just everything get bad immediately.
It's like martial law.
Yeah, kind of like martial law. And I don't know why, but people thinking that it's a movie about zombie, but there's no zombie in this movie. Why people think if it's an apocalypse movie, it's supposed to be zombie in there? Yeah, I take the name from 28 days later, but does not mean that there should be a zombie in there. So
We're conditioned to think that's what the end of the world's supposed to be. Is zombies.
that's weird.
Do you like zombie movies?
I used to, but I kind of move on, and it's not even. I don't like it anymore. I'll probably go to see a new zombie movie. 28 years later. 28 years later.
28 years later.
Yeah, that movie.
Beep, beep.
I don't know why I can say
What is your like
this.
on the video? The 128 days.
Yeah.
Wait, 182 days, right?
180 days. Yeah.
182 days.
There's like the.
What made you come up with that?
Oh, I just want to make up a this movie. Just try something bigger project. And it kind of worked out, so I finished the project. But I tell myself I needed to upload this on a film festival, but I never did. But I uploaded on YouTube, and it got like 13,000 views and 100 some likes.
It's because of the nude scene I did.
No, there's no
Yeah.
nude scene in there.
Yeah, there's a scene in the shower
No,
where
it's 13. It's PG-13.
well, that's the edited version. But
That's funny.
if you want to see the shower scene, I suggest you go see 182 Days Later.
Yeah, it's linked below the
Yeah.
video. Yeah.
Well, yeah, you'll
But-
find out.
But I think so there's a two type of people who can understand Evan and support me, and there's a different type of people who don't understand this movie at all, because they cannot, I guess, watch the movie and understand what's going on. They would just like to watch TikTok probably, there's two type of people who like it and who does not like it and telling like what's going on. So
This is my kitty, Mitzi. She wants to be on the podcast. And that's my beautiful clock. But yeah, some people, they don't understand movies where you have to think for yourself.
Yeah.
They just want it to be shown to them.
that's actually that's the whole goal has been about this movie, that to not put them in the face and just focus on the main character and then experience what they experience. It's something like Shit, I hope I will go first. 1 second.
Do, 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 do.
Like
Wake up.
Like when I was watching the movie Civil War.
What?
When I was watching Civil War. Civil War.
Civil War.
Yeah, 2024.
Yeah.
So the whole point and then the whole focus on that movie was been on I can see this.
What? Oh.
The whole point of the movie was been to focus on the journalist, and it's just a journalist. It was not been focused on a civil war. It was been going to the feeling of the person and what's his experience and how it's affected her. That's the whole point of the movie was been. But some people think it is that if it's say civil war, that mean you have to show that civil war. You have to show the battle, what's going on with the president, and how it's begin like this one. But it's not even the whole point. So
Yeah.
it's just like there's two type of people who like it and who does not like it. So I mean, I enjoy it really. It's not bad. The last couple of scenes was been very amazing. So
A24's got some pretty good
yeah,
shit.
the lights. So.
My light went out.
Do you have a
Like a.
like,
Do I look dark?
yeah?
Shit.
I mean, I can give you my light.
I might have to do that because I'm.
No. Cut.
Well, is it like blowing? Is it like taking?
No.
Probably need it to go like somewhere. Ooh, I don't want to. That's gonna make me look pale. Need like a warm color. There we go. Thank you. Oh.
Okay, we're back with new light. So good.
Yeah.
I mean,
Sorry.
I fixed and ended. But anyway.
It's my fault. I didn't charge it long enough, I guess.
Okay, so yeah, I forgot. So speaking of podcast, the reason why we did not upload a new episode on the new episode is because we don't have nobody to have a podcast with, and then we try to I think so. We try to talk to the bartender to have a podcast with her. We will be super interested to hear all kind of stories, what is happening at the bar, and then just there will be more fun. So, and then we don't do like between hours because it's just I don't know what to talk about. So,
Well, you're so interesting. Like, what's you work at the Pollyanna, Woodward, Oklahoma, which it's the oldest. It's like a 1950s diner. It's been there since probably like the early 50s. My grandma used to work there when she was a teenager. She was a waitress. And you say you hate making pancakes?
yeah, true. We need to make own episode about Pollyanna.
Pollyanna pancakes.
Yeah, make it come up so about this. Hey guys, I'm a cook at the Pollyanna Cafe, and then it was can be super stressful to work in there sometimes, or maybe usually it's super stressful.
What's
and then
the most stressful thing about working at the Pollyanna?
I hate when people look at me through the window. Like, do you know there's a small window in there?
Mm-hmm.
I hate when people actually staring at me because it become like super more stressful.
People looking at you cook?
Yeah, it's like
The
guys,
customers making eye contact?
it's guys. Don't even look. Don't. I don't know. It's. When I'm cook, I'm trying to be in a zone. Like it doesn't matter what, I'm trying to actually be in a zone and like in my own zone and don't give a f what's going on in the background and just focusing on making food. And sometimes like if something happened, like boss texting me, if like somebody telling me something, I'll get out of the zone and I'll be like, "What you said?" So, yeah, it's yeah.
You wish they had a curtain?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, I don't want you watching me.
That would be actually. Dude, one time I was cooking at night and I don't know why, but I finished cooking everything and we got to the busy part of cooking, and then I was like, I look at the window and there was one guy. Not maybe he was. I feel like he was looking at me, and I would take the like paper or something and put it on the window and then put the tape on and say, "Stop looking at me."
You thought about doing that?
Yeah, really. So,
Man.
and then somebody was thinking to just put a tent on the window to just hide it. So
Just blow them a kiss, see what happens.
I need to do this thing.
Just be like,
Yeah, but I mean, I got
What if
used.
he blew one back? Would you catch it and put it in your pocket?
Probably. Oh my God, there's another. David, I just remember I was standing on. It happened maybe a couple months ago. No, maybe over a year ago. I was been on a sandwich table where you're making salads and other stuff, and then it's right close to the window, like small window in there. And then there was a table in there, and there was a woman, like maybe 20, I would say 35-year old, and she stared at me like with a smile, not with a smile, but like with a super.
I want to fuck you. Eye stare. The look.
Something, yeah, something like that. And I was like, I try not look at her, but like at the same time I look at her and just smile, like laughing inside me. Like I was laughing of the. I was like, why are you looking at me? Stop.
Mitzi's making her debut. Can you see her?
Yeah.
Does she look blue?
Yeah.
She's a blue Russian. Or, yeah. You know what the funny thing about Mitzi is?
What?
Where I found her? Like, I didn't find her, but she was, like, malnourished and really skinny. And she was, like, Kevin, my ex-roommate. He had seen him and started feeding her. And he's like, Daniel, look at this poor cat. And I'm like, oh, we don't need to get more cats or whatever. But then I felt sorry for it and I started feeding. And next thing I know, I'm trying to get her a new home. And then one person's like, oh, I'll take her. And I wait and wait and wait. And they're like, oh, sorry, I can't take her.
Amen.
So she ends up basically being my cat. But before that, she would just follow me. Like, I'd go on a walk, she would follow me.
That's nice.
I'd be driving, like, around the corner, and I'd see her just looking at me, staring at me, coming towards the house.
That's
And
nice.
she, I guess, come to find out that Kevin, my roommate, they actually picked the cat up from over where the Chinese restaurant was. He was in the parking lot. And I was like, oh, he must have escaped the kitchen. We saved him. He was going to be our chicken.
David.
Yeah, and that's a special, yeah,
Like
chicken cat. Would you like my chicken fingers?
I was watching the meme and then there was one guy asking the other guy, someone in Asia, it's a chicken. Quack quack. It's like it's a chicken. And he was like, no, it's a cat. Meow meow. That's funny.
Is it like, okay, this is, I'm just going to say this. When I go to a Chinese restaurant, for some reason I start talking in a Chinese accent.
I,
Like, especially when I read my fortune cookie.
yeah.
I was like, Confucius say, I trapped in a fortune cookie and I need help. Will you contact fortune cookie man? Yeah, I don't know.
Oh,
Fortune cookie.
fortune cookie.
I am wanting. I've been taking acting classes in Oklahoma City at the Actors Factory. It was the Actors Factory in Norman, Oklahoma. We're doing acting on camera. My teacher's name is Lisa, and she's a great teacher. The thing that sucks is we live in Northwest Oklahoma, in the middle of basically the middle of nowhere. Like, this is the biggest town in Northwest Oklahoma, and there's no acting, there's no nothing, so you have to travel to go anywhere. Takes forever, but acting classes are fun. You know, you memorize like a monologue, which it's like in a movie. You know, someone speaks for like a minute or whatever. Like, I memorized mine, and I get up there in front of like a dozen people. The camera's there, and I have a reader off to like the right of the camera. And everything, like all my lines and everything just went, bye-bye. They just left.
Yeah,
I forgot everything.
it happened.
And you get nervous and you're like trying to get through it really fast. It's like, and she was really good at coaching me down, saying, okay, Daniel, Be that person. Calm down. You're not in a hurry. We're not in a hurry. You know, if you forget your line or whatever, it's okay. Just keep going. Because most of the time, if you're getting an audition and you keep it cool and you keep going with your monologue, it doesn't have to be word for word. It's just how you say it and how you present it and how you bring life to that character. You're trying to show them.
Sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm okay.
Is my story boring?
No, it's not.
Oh.
Usually I do this anyway.
He's tired.
Yeah. Sorry, what were you saying?
Oh. Well, shit. Anyway, be that person. You don't always have to have everything word for word. It's always good to have it word for word, you know, practice it and practice it and practice it. But sometimes if the director doesn't like it, you know, you could always say, okay, do this. You know, keep it this, but there's always like take two. I think that's what I was getting at. So just relax and let it flow. Out of either end, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Let the bullshit flow out of your mouth into the microphone, through the cords, up into the camera. And even if it's not connected to the camera, later on, when my voice is playing in your head like this, and you're trying to fall asleep, just remember the microphone, how the sound goes down into the cord. Yeah. That's the sound he makes at night when no one's watching.
Okay, anyway, do
Oopsie.
you want to hear the story?
That's for another show.
Do you want to hear the story about, not story, do you want to hear about wedding, how I shoot that?
How you shot up the wedding?
No, I'm shooting how I filmed my wedding.
Yeah.
Okay,
Who got married?
my brother and his wife, I guess, girlfriend. I'm sorry, I'm from different country, and then English is not my first language. It's how to describe the wedding words. So, and then most of the time I just don't know what it's meaning, some of the words. But anyway, so FN began like 2 weeks ago. I mean, FN started like half a year ago. They were telling, I found out that they'll get married, and then I just asked them, hey, do you wanna guys have a cameraman in there? And then they'll say, yeah, that would be cool. And then after half a year, 2 weeks before that, they asked me again. And I was like, okay, yeah, I can do this. Yeah, that's fine. And then another 2 weeks passing, I basically did not train myself. In the last couple of days, I watched tutorial video how to film a wedding. And then I was like, okay, I need a eye contact with my brother-in-law. Is it true? Like the guy who married my sister is a brother-in-law?
The guy who married your sister?
Yeah, who's how?
He's your brother-in-law, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's not my first language, so. Okay, anyways, so I meet with a brother-in-law. His name is Chris. He's a teacher at Woodwood High School, and I think he teaching like computer class. But anyway, he like to he have interest in shooting not films, like shooting video,
Yeah.
and then he's like videographer too, basically like me. So. And I think so we're basically on a similar level right now, really. So.
Didn't you get drunk?
Yeah, I got drunk, but wait.
Oh.
So,
Juicy.
so I woke up in the morning at 5 a.m. to go to my job, and then to get out of my job at like 9 o'clock, and then I went to the I forgot what it's called. So I went to the location where we were supposed to be shooting. We were supposed to do like a photography shooting, and with that we shooting a video with you. And then, I mean, it was been my first time, and I tried my best. I don't know nothing about, so maybe I need to learn more. So, but anyway, somehow it's been okay, and then everything was fine. And then it's time to go to the church and then film in there. And I got when everybody started showing up, I got so stressed out. I don't know why I don't know even why I got panic. And then everybody so asked my parents, it's okay if I wear like a red polo with a gray pants, and then they'll say, okay, that's good. And then everybody starts women show up with the shoots, and they look better than me, and I was like, damn it. And I feel like I'm only one who wore something like look like red, so I kind of got not fit into the group. So
You feel like the outcast.
yeah. But I mean, then I just don't care. So, but I try my best shooting. I try my best to film in the. But I feel like it was been my first time, and I was been scary to do some extra move and then to look awkward. So
So the alcohol helped a little bit.
no, it was been in the end after when I filmed everything. I did not drink during that. I just no, I did not do that. So, but then we went to the having like a dinner was like in the wedding
Reception.
reception. Yeah, we went in there and then I shoot the first dance, and my camera battery actually died off, so I have to shoot some of the on my iPhone, and
Oh.
then I charge it up and I shoot on my camera. I shoot the first dance, I shoot the cake, and I shoot people how they're dancing, and then in the end I shoot the how they're exiting the building.
You just shot everyone.
No, I was shooting a video of everyone, so. I mean, not everyone, just the them. So the point about the filming and waiting is they only focus on the two people as the groom and what's next? Like, do you know like how a
Well, you have the main room, and you have the
no, I'm talking about the two people who's maybe how you call
the
it?
bride and groom.
Yeah. Only focus on them, and don't try to focus on other on random people because you never know what happened in 20 years and then what is their like relationship between them. So, and then usually it's just a family. It's just them should watch in this movie. So
Yeah.
yeah, something like that.
So you mainly were on them.
I try to, but I think so. I was focusing more on my brother than on.
The bride.
The boy, yeah. And then I try to focus on my parents. Damn, I wish I can reshoot this airfan again. Really, that'd be more fun.
I saw some of it. I thought it looked good.
Yeah, it's looking not bad. I just feel like I miss a lot. So
I
and
did the same thing.
yeah, but I try to film my parents. I mean, just in case you never know what happens with them in 10 years. Maybe it will be the last time you can see them again. So something like that. Always have memory of people who love you. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Especially when you're trying to film and people are like, I don't want to be filmed.
Oh, do you know what? Nobody said nothing my about me even.
Well, I've had family members like, I don't want to be filmed. And I'm like, okay. And then like 10 years later, we're going through videos and it's like, oh, Daniel, I'm glad you filmed this. It's like, oh, yeah.
You
Well,
don't want to be filmed.
yeah.
That's what my mom's saying sometimes. Like I don't want. Well, I'm not going. I don't. She say she don't want to be filmed because she don't like to be. She just don't like to be filmed. But she can take a picture of herself and with her. It's so weird sometimes to see people they're saying they don't want to be filmed, but at the same time they're taking picture every day almost. Like it's just weird.
They probably don't want to have a bad angle or be filmed off guard.
I guess, yeah.
He's like, wait, that angle makes me look fat. Why did you film it?
That's the reason why my mom does not. That's the reason why my mom does not want to be filmed.
It's like, don't look at me like, it's like, don't take a picture of me at that angle. It makes me look old. Only do top shots from above, not below.
I was been surprised how different my brother look on the camera and in real life, because I feel like when I film him on the camera, he look more, more bulky, like more not muscular, more bigger,
More husky.
more. I guess more husky, but when I look him in like real life, he looks just like a regular my like regular brother. I don't don't even seen him. It's weird. Like when I film my dad, he look more older on the camera than in real life, and that's like wow.
He looks older on camera.
Yes, that's I'm surprised. It's weird, really. Maybe because I just see the full picture. Because when you actually talk to somebody, you always see the how is this the some of the highlights of the faces. You don't build the full picture.
Well, a lot of people take pictures with filters now.
So yeah,
Like it's not a real like I know somebody that like all their pictures is nothing but filters, filtered pictures, and I'm like, your kids are gonna grow up or whatever, are gonna look back and it's like that's not what mom looked like.
and then for example, some of the photographers put all these kind of filters on the pictures, like put the whole picture is like in yellow basically, and I was like, do you know like in 10 years somebody just wanna like you see the true colors or the true vision of the people, like how they look like
Yeah,
with it just
without all the color
yeah
grading.
yeah
And
color
stuff.
grading that in 2000 the photographer was been more how's this one back in 2000 when a photographer also grown up, I don't know how it's called. Before 2010, a photographer was been more professional, and then right now there's so many people who just have a camera. I think they're photographers already, but it's not
Yeah.
working that way. If you have a camera, it doesn't mean you're a photographer. You can take a picture of everybody. You have to have a knowledge how to take specific angle, how it will be look like, and stop put this all this kind of colors on the picture. Like it just make look awful.
Too many filters.
Yeah, too many filters. Like it's bad. Some like, for example, I'm not going to tell who, but some of the photographer put the characters behind the how to say the sun is behind them, and they have a like cool like a
Like an aura.
like aura, but at the same time they're placing the shadow, and then what they're doing they increase the exposition, like increase the brightness on the face, and then it just look
Looks bad.
it don't look realistic or really like if you make this in a studio that would be fine, but do not do this aside. It look not professional really sometimes. So I need to become photographer to teach people how to shoot the pictures.
Well, the thing is like I think within the next 10 years, AI is just going to do everything for everyone.
I mean I don't
Coming to pictures, and
I prefer have a human really.
I do too.
So
Well, did you know they have self-driving trucks now, semi trucks?
it's cool. Yeah.
It's about to. They're about to let selfless or no AI or whatever the fuck it's
Yeah,
called.
AI.
Um,
Selfless drugs. Selfish drugs.
selfless drugs,
No, not even trucks.
selfless drivers,
Yeah, yeah.
or driverless trucks. And what's going to happen is if those take over, we're not going to need truck drivers.
That's cool. I mean, it would be more cheaper. Some of the food can get cheaper because they don't have to pay trucks. So,
Yeah, but it also means less jobs for truckers.
I mean, eventually there will be new opportunity. So,
Well, it's kind of like
I
us.
mean,
We
it-
do filmmaking,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well, it's like let's say they took away like our passion.
I don't think so. Take away filming really.
Well, I'm just saying, like, just think of it like if you're a trucker, right? You love being on the road. You love making those deliveries. Not all of them do, but some of them live on the road and they like the open road. But if you take that away from them and they don't have a way to make a living that way,
I mean,
you're taking away their passion.
I don't think so. Trucker is the passion. Majority of people who own the trucks is immigrants or they just have bad life. So
No, my Ira,
yeah,
his dad and stuff was a trucker and he loved it. He loved traveling. A lot of them are just like people who like to travel. They call them gypsy souls. They don't stay in one place too long. They always travel. And truck driving, I think, you know, is a pretty good deal if you like to travel or go different places.
you do know a fun fact about trucker? It used to be in the 70s. It was been super precious, super luxury job and super cool job because the payment was been like way above other jobs. And then but it was been more harder to get to the truck industry because there was a bunch of rules, and then you have to learn how to drive the truck. And then right now the payment maybe, oh, how is this one? It definitely lowered down, but at the same time they're trying to hire people with the poor knowledge about trucks and other stuff. And then eventually what we see a bunch of like trucks crashing, like all this crash cab crash and then other stuff.
I think some of them get their CDLs out of a Cracker Jack box.
Yeah,
They
true,
shouldn't have a CDL. I don't know how many
true,
times I almost got ran over by a semi.
true. So yeah, that's, I mean, I don't know. I just see benefits of this. I mean, eventually, I mean, I will see this as a helper too, but AI cannot replace anybody. I mean, it cannot replace everyone in this world.
Do you know what
Even even in film industry, like right now. Okay, for example, right now we see all this cool AI video, but at the same time, I can still see a difference between real video and then fake video, because there's something in there. It's sometimes with like a film camera and digital camera, you can see a different, the way their movement and the way others, the way the AI characters move and then other stuff. So
Well, let's just take this into consideration. 5 years ago, AI looked like crap, right?
mhm.
And now it's significantly improved in the last 5 years. Imagine what it'll look like in the future. Like there
Yeah,
might
I
be a
know.
time where we can't even tell the difference of
Definitely,
anything.
definitely. So,
Like we could be sitting here having this conversation, you looking at me right now. What if I'm like, it's so good, this is an AI you're talking to?
yeah, that would be cool.
You never know. I mean, you could. That's what's. I mean, I think it's interesting.
Yeah.
I'm not saying, but I think there comes a time where it's like maybe kind of like Jurassic Park.
Mhm.
It's like we know we could, but should we?
Yeah, but still, as a human, how you say this one? The the AI video and AI film will be cheaper, but at the same time, people want to see the human creation and how human can. I mean,
I agree.
yeah, like eventually we will definitely be in film industry, but it will not take over the full film industry. We will see big ass blockbusters and other stuff. But AI cannot experience feeling as a human can experience, and that's the whole point.
There's a new thing coming out in China. I was reading this. Fuck. I wish I had more. I wish I had a link or whatever. I'm sorry. But they're taking human DNA and growing human brains,
I heard about this.
and they're putting AI like into the robots with the like human brain, so they can start making AI that has human emotions.
I mean, I don't think so. If you there was a, it cannot have a emotion. No,
Well, if it has a brain and it's human and it's still AI,
yeah, but it doesn't. If there was a human,
it's like a
if it's
humanoid.
yeah, but if it's a brain, if it's a human brain, doesn't mean that they have a emotion, because emotion built up by other factors as like a. I mean, even
Well, our mood is in our brain. Like a
not.
person who's bipolar,
Yes, yeah, but
who has mood swings, right?
yeah.
It's all about chemicals and like nerves,
Mhm.
all that create like moods. Like let's say somebody has a tumor or something,
Mhm.
it might affect their mood.
We still cannot explain how our brain works. So I don't. I mean, if you take part of the brain combined with the AI and then technology, it will. How do you say this one? The brain is the CPU of a human. Basically, it's so much. There's so much so much the stuff going through and then back. It's like a CPU basically. And then when you combine these two, it make big ass increase in the knowledge of AI and then how fast it thinking.
Mm.
So that's what the difference between CPU and our brain, that our brain can process more stuff in a 1 second if you compare with the smartphones. So, but I mean, yeah. So
Well, like what do you call it when you like a human slash machine. What is that called?
A human robot, I don't know.
Humanoid or
Humanoid.
no? It's a android, not an android.
I mean, kind of Android, really. Let's say that.
But it's where you cross. That's like a form of evolution, though. If you think about, we have humans, right? And we're creating this technology, and next thing you know, we have glasses that we wear. We can look at something and ask AI. It's like, okay, what is
I think
this?
it's just a helping tool. It's not part of evolution. Usually, if evolution, it's when our brain changing something, not when our
Well, we are
body changing
becoming,
over time. So that's
we're infusing with it, and that's his next. That's a part of, I think, a part of evolution. Like
I
we're
don't
becoming
I don't think so.
machines.
Yeah, but I
Like if
don't.
we're putting robot shit into our brains,
It's a tool. It's sometimes as I have smartphone. It's a tool. It's not part of me.
well,
I can take this part out, and then I'll still be myself. So
I'm just saying. Like, no, haven't you ever seen Terminator Genesis?
yeah, but that's a fantastic movie. So even though it can look like true, but it's
A
still.
lot of it has implications. I mean, like, look at Skynet. You know, it's like
But what is the point of Skynet? Why is Skynet trying to kill everyone?
because humans are evil and they don't like them and they want to take over.
No, because they try to turn it off Skynet, and Skynet was been afraid that Skynet can die, and then that's the reason why they're starting.
And they were wanting to destroy the human race and take over with
I
machines.
mean, yeah, so true.
But in Genesis, they took John Connor and they infused him with the f-
I mean, we have cat emojis.
uh,
What was
I'll clean it up later.
that?
But DNA. I'm just saying, like, call me crazy, call me whatever the hell you want to call me, but we're coming to a point where machines and humans are coming together, and they're creating
I mean,
like a next step in our evolution.
I mean, we create a machine, we create AI, so basically, it's a human, human, human booster. I would say this one. I would not. I mean, I don't say it's a, when you said it's. I was thinking about AI. I was thinking about alien and then the human combining with one
Hey,
thing.
that's a possibility too.
So,
Maybe. I mean, anything's possible. I just, kind of like Darwin and Darwinism. Like we evolved from primates. Some people's like, oh no, we didn't evolve from primates.
I mean, some are thinking it's eligible. Every time when you cannot explain nothing by science, they'll go to the philosophical thoughts.
Well, it's theory.
I mean, yeah.
Everybody has a theory. Just because you can't prove it or disprove it doesn't mean that.
I mean, we were thinking about black holes as a TV. Like you have a picture in the with a black hole.
Oh, that's my yeah.
But then we have a TV that the black hole is existing, and then we find out that black hole is actually existing. So, and now it's not TV; it's the proven fact. So
What?
we was thinking that black hole was been theoretical possible, but we never know that it's actually true until we find out that black hole is actually real.
Mm-hmm.
So, and yeah, okay, what do you want to say?
Well, like you were saying, like the Terminator's a movie, right?
Mhm.
It is a movie, and I think it's based on. You can see where all that stuff can go wrong with AI and humans
But
but think about like Star Trek. Like beam me up, Scotty. You know, they're talking to their watches and stuff.
yeah,
That was science fiction.
yeah.
I just think that some of that stuff, is actually coming into fruition.
What's true? Some of the technology we already had back in the like 70s and then 80s, we just over time we just, from example, screen touch, we had that shit since like 70s, 80s. I would say that we did not have enough power to make this so perfect that we have a smartphone in our hands right now. So and other stuff. I mean, even like if for example we went to the moon, we had the in that point we have the peak of human evolution that we went to the moon. That's the peak of anything was been. We use the best technology, we use the best knowledge to go to the moon and come back to home. So it was been the peak. Serious.
And then there's people that think we didn't go to the moon,
Yeah, yeah, true.
or people who think the Earth is flat. Even though you show them like, hey, there's a satellite and it's taking pictures of the Earth right now.
Yeah, yeah.
No, it's not. It's some.
Look up the moon clip.
Yeah, that's a simulation. Like, how the hell do you like? What are you? Your cousin? Like,
You guys-
you dating your cousin?
you have a incest.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Okay, it's a fun story, right? The Earth is flat, but just think about that. Like back in during the time when everyone thought the Earth was flat, they thought the guy who said the Earth was round was completely insane.
But does not mean we have to believe everyone. So
We don't have to believe everything,
Yeah.
but I think people should look at things. Kind of like it's something you can't disprove or prove. It's like, how do we know that in the future we won't have science that can prove it or disprove it? It doesn't mean that we should just completely dismiss something. But we shouldn't just completely believe anything either.
do you know what I was thinking? I don't know why, but every time when I think this through, I'll get way up there somewhere, and then I was thinking like just think about if we stop fighting even about our race, the humanity will be way better than we're doing right now. So if we stop fighting about our race, if we stop fighting about our language, if we stop fighting about our religion, and stop fighting about ethnical deal, humanity, if we combine, if we unite together, we can go to the moon every day. Serious. Just I don't know, like the reason why we don't move in so much as we have basically the technological peak right now, but still we can do better than even we do right now. Serious.
And wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah, just think about this. So just think about we don't fight anymore. Humanity united. I can go to fucking China and come back in a couple of days, and I will not be stopped. I will not be prosecuted, and then I will not be called out that I'm American and I should not even be in here and I'm not Asian, something like that. The reason why human is so behind because we hate each other.
Well, we have primitive brains too.
That's true, really. That's true. So
You know, we have our cult, like, what is it, our tribes?
yeah, yeah.
Like, oh, look at that. They're over there. They're going to kill us. We better kill them before they kill us. It's like,
So-
wait, they look different than me. They're,
And even if we're using this term, we can we can say that religion is not even. How you said this one? Damn, I'm going against the religion. I don't even do this. I just even religion divide us human more than anything in this world, really. So just look at the Roman Empire. This religion was been in Roman Empire, the Roman world.
well, they had the Romans that were like pagan gods, and
Yeah.
well, you had the
But still, I don't remember if it's true or not, but I think so. Roman was been before religion came to the Roman. Roman was been in the peak of the
Roman Empire.
legacy. Yeah, yeah. Roman.
Oh, they were one of the biggest empires at one point.
Yeah, yeah.
Then they kind of dwindled out.
Because the religion. I'm like this.
Well, I think it had to do.
It's divide here, divide them.
What makes a society collapse?
I mean, there's a multiple facts. It can be a political crisis. It can be religious crisis. It can be ethnical crisis. Like, for example, how my own country in another one, black people came to my country, and there was a black people going to my country, and then we hate the black people. We should start a war, something like this. Ethnical crisis. There's so much stuff can happen.
Well, what about like a society that has no rules, no laws, and it's just utter chaos? Like you start rewarding bad behavior.
Usually, if it's happened like that, it will be breakdown from the society and then build up the new society. Like for example, United States break out of UK and then build their own country. So something like that.
Well, that's the thing about, I think, America is like there's so many different cultures and different kinds of
Do you
people.
know what Reagan said? You can go to Japan, but you cannot be Japanese. You can go to India, but you cannot be Indian. But you can go to United States, you can be American.
Hell yeah,
So,
we are Americans.
yeah.
You want to hear a funny joke that Reagan said?
What?
I think a lot of people probably know this one is pretty funny. This is just a joke, people. Learn to laugh and not take things so seriously. Okay, this guy was like, okay, I'm going to go over to a Democratic convention. So he gets all dressed up and he's like, okay, I'm going to go to this Democratic convention. So he parks, he gets out, and he's like, okay, everybody's inside. So I'm going to go ahead and go up there and get inside. So he goes up to the entrance and he sees this man with all these puppies. He's like, here, have a Democratic puppy or have a Democrat puppy. He's like, I'm like, no, thanks. So he goes in. He's like, okay, it was good. He leaves, and about 2 weeks later, he's like, I'm going to go to the Republican convention. So he goes to gets dressed, and he parks, and it's like, okay, I'm all ready. I'm going to go into the Republican convention. Lo and behold, he looks over, and it's the same guy with the same puppies. He's like, I thought these were Democrat puppies. And he's like, well, they were Democrats. Now they're Republican puppies. They finally got their eyes open.
That's funny.
Or I think I said that right. He's like, they were Democrat puppies, but now they have their eyes open.
Damn.
Do-do-do. That is called a Reagan joke. It is yeah, there we go.
Oh my God, did he say that?
I could say, yeah, I could say that joke completely opposite too. Right?
Yeah.
I could say they were Republican puppies, but now they have their eyes open, so they're Democrat puppies.
Well, it's
Do-do-do.
it's 9:30. Do you want to finish? It was like 53 minutes already filmed.
Yeah.
Okay, then. Well, let's finish this. Okay. Thank you so much for watching this podcast with Nickolas and
Daniel.
and we will see you in the next episode. So.
Oh, and don't forget to like and subscribe and click that little notification daily data at the bottom of the screen. And I love you. Ha ha ha.
Bye, guys.
Goodbye.